Hey, you. It's Tuesday. Just a normal, regular Tuesday. It's election day in America, which means that the rest of the world is kind of staring at us. Everyone's a little stressed. But today, for a few hours at least, we are going to be playing Magic the Gathering. I also have a new chair. Woo! Look at this new chair. Oh, my goodness. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Let me actually... kick it back one. There it is. Now we are leaning back and relaxing. We're going to be lounging a lot today. And I'm really excited for this deck list I saw on Gabriel Nassif's stream yesterday. Oh yeah, it looks so small though. No, it's pretty normal size, normal ass looking chair. I really love when chairs have an open neck area because I like to throw my hair back into the wind. Or Big Sean. Yeah, I mean, the chair's, it's actually really nice for tall nerds like me. I'm going to be adjusting this chair a shitload today because I'm used to a garbage IKEA chair. When I say garbage, I don't mean that IKEA makes garbage products. I love IKEA across the board. But this chair that I just chucked out was 6 years old. The fabric had worn flat and thin, and I couldn't feel my legs when I sat on the chair for too long. Which I have to do most days, because I'm a broadcaster. So, let's talk a little bit about this stuff, and talk about all the things that make us happy today. On a slightly sincere note, I do want to note, there we go, there's something in the teeth. I do want to note, though, obviously there is the election coming up, and I mean it's happening right now, but I should say the results are coming up. And I know there's a lot of people that are feeling some stress about that, and you know I'm pretty actively involved in following politics, particularly local politics and stuff like that. And it's a very important thing to do your civic duty, your civic participation, all that good stuff. But let's also make sure that we get some time to do some fun stuff. Like play a little Magic, enjoy ourselves, and think nothing but how do we make the next best play on this turn. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to be doing any political analysis here on the stream. We're not going to be doing any of that. I'm going to be ending a few hours early, probably around 5 p.m. Pacific. I'll be ending a little bit early, just so I can bite my nails and follow the election news. But for now, we're just gonna enjoy ourselves some Magic and just be friendly and friendful with one another. I think this is an important thing in a time like this. I like this word. It's important to be disciplined. It's important to be disciplined in times of stress and strife and all that good stuff. It's important to be disciplined in the same way that if you want to get in shape, you have to work out and then rest for the rest of the day. And then work out again and then rest for the rest of the day. I know many of you went out to vote. Many of you have been following various... I don't know what they're called in different states, but in ours, they're propositions. Props. There's another M word for it. What's the M word I'm looking for? Measure. There it is, measure. And following a lot of the news about various measures and propositions for your various ballots and all that good stuff. And a lot of people have been doing that. I think that's great. I think it's terrific that you've done that. But in the same way that it's important to do your health stuff and then let your body rest, you did some of your civic duty, it's important to let your body rest. And that's what we're going to do today with a little bit of mono black. Discipline, discipline, discipline. All right. Let's talk about this mono black control list first. There are kind of, I'll call them slightly less traditional control lists that have multiple different ways to poke and prod at the opponent with the general control theme of delay the game, build up resources, and eventually win later. That's really what control is build up resources, get more cards, get more stuff on the board, so that way you can win with overwhelming stuff later on, as opposed to an aggro deck that's trying to satisfy the win condition as fast as possible. So the very, very, very traditional control style is extremely small numbers of things that are big finishers. Ugin is the big one, but also just as significant is the Crawling Barrens. Crawling Barrens is, you know, it's kind of hard to see around my increasingly furry head. You can spend mana in order to make it a big old creature. St. Lovejoy says, Big Red not getting us to Mythic, I take it. I want to do just different things because I was uploading only Mono Red to YouTube for like 2 weeks. People were just like, okay, I get it, the deck's fucking cool, right? You can triple damage. Fuck! So we switched to Mono Black because we're still one-dimensional. But yeah, we have the Ugin, we have the Crawling Barrens as really the ways to sort of punch through for the big damage. But let's not forget, Murderous Rider is actually, secretly, a significant win condition. Because every time Murderous Rider dies, you put it on the bottom of its owner's library. Various effects to cause shuffling to occur means that the Murderous Rider can come to the top, keep being a valuable way to poke and prod at somebody's face. And of course, Solemn Simulacrum for a little bit of extra damage. But for the most part, everything else, though, Duress, a pair of them against the control lists. Bloodchief's Thirst, very good against aggro, quite mediocre beyond that, but it's a good backup plan. 3 Eliminates, love this card, super efficient removal for early game. Elspeth's Nightmares, a very cute control tech card. Destroy a baby creature, and then make them reveal their hand to exile something. Also exiling target opponent's graveyard, very significant given the preponderance of Rakdos and all that shit. 4 Extinction Events, it's the sweeper of choice, but let's not forget Shadow's Verdict is also very thick, solid, and tight. Exile all creatures and planeswalkers with converted mana cost 3 or less. Can't stress enough how nice it is that it also hits planeswalkers. Blade GL says Ritual Soot, not in standard. It is not. Ain't no soot, my friend. Now, in the sideboard, there's 2 extra Cling to Dusts, and I don't know what these are for. I really don't. I know that Cling to Dust in the main board is very nice as a way to just start exiling stuff against the Rakdoses, all this sort of good stuff. There's also great ways to do card draw against other control decks. It's super, super, super nice. But I don't know why I would want that many more. Agonizing Remorse again for the control matchup. Skyclave Shade has become one of the all-stars. Can't block, so it's terrible defensively. It would be bad against Gruul, mono green, stuff like this. But landfall, whenever it enters the battlefield under your control, you can cast it from your graveyard. It's just terrific. Oh, I see. Cling to Dust, you can use against rogue decks to delete your own graveyard, disabling their effects that say, do a thing based upon how many cards are in your enemy's graveyard. That's a very great point. But Skyclave Shade is an amazing card against control. I've gotten my ass kicked by this one a lot. I mean, it's basically a recurring 3-1. It's perfect. You can kick it to make it a 5-3, but I mean, just as is, it's amazing. Pharika's Libation, very good against these enchantment-driven decks. Very good against things like Dream Trawlers, forcing the opponent to sacrifice. Covetous Urge is the one I don't know where to use it. Reveals a hand, choose a non-land card, they exile it, and then I might cast it later. I don't know where this is used. I have no idea, but it's a Gavin Seif deck. Oh, I did want to note one other thing. Labyrinth of Skophos is a card that I kind of forgot exists. It might be a little hard to read, but you can pay 4 and tap this to remove target attacking or blocking creature from combat. So if your opponent has 1 creature, you can Labyrinth of Skophos it and just pop it right on out. Still trying to figure out the right place for my butt to sit. Now that I've done that, I want to check in on you. How are you doing? How are you doing on this fine Tuesday? And I'm you know what? Like, again, I talked about this before. Following politics, being politically involved, these are very important things for people to do in their life. But I want to know how you, the person, are doing. Let's not dig into, I believe this person's policies are better than that person's policies, and I'm so frustrated about this particular thing. But how's your body and your soul doing? Because, I mean, I'll be honest. I'm doing okay, right? I'm doing okay. You see me. I'm up. I'm talking. I'm cheerfully going to be playing some Magic. Certainly have my stress associated with a national election. I was talking yesterday on Mostly Walking that as I'm driving around, all the stores around me are boarding up and are closed for the day. Which doesn't make me feel terrific. Alright, now let's see here. I think I wanted Duress first before I make a decision about what to do with this Hagra Mauling. Okay, claim the Firstborn. Witch's Cauldron. Weaponize the monsters. Oh, this is a weird looking deck. Okay. I'm going to ditch the Village Rites, and this is with power 2 or less. Okay, so what I'm going to want to do, and this just comes out untapped. Alright, I am going to play this Hagra Mauling. So, I really hope you're all doing okay. Access Symmetry says, my stress level is ... high. God. Oh, man. Tryptophan having a little bit of cheer for us to get behind. Alright, well, this is nice. Tryptophan says, I'm doing excellent, just successfully defended my dissertation. Fuck yeah, man. That's great. Dude, that feels amazing. You know, in my graduate school program, I accidentally clicked something. So we've gotten rid of the thing that I would not have wanted to get rid of. What can you do? Marsh Hope says, have a lot on my plate, but doing what I can with my mental health therapy and taking more chill time. That's great. Here says the UK is closing up for 1 month lockdown, so we too have some boarded closed stores. Yeah, it's some drama. There's some legitimate dramas that's going down. But our fun things are still fun. Townie says, oh, Townie said, I'm sad today. I lost my partner in the Reading UK attack in June and big grief wave today. Of course, man. That's always... grief and shit sneaks up on you, man. It just sneaks up on you. I find for me, like, references to Warhammer crop up every now and again. Just all of a sudden, like that big angst wave from our good friend Jeff. I think I am willing to take 4 here. Oh. Be a crow in war. That's fine. Oh, I see. Then our opponent sacrifices. I probably should have shot my guy. Huh. Alright, well, I mean, I'm just gonna cook all these things in the graveyards, so I don't really care too much. Okay. Now, I will note that there's some plays here that I think I should be substantially more careful of and think a lot more about. Ah, man, I really messed up by letting my opponent a crow and war this, huh? He says, hey, I was just on YouTube and saw that H.R. Geiger game called Scorn. Do you think you'll play it a bit? No, I'm completely unaware of what the hell Scorn even is. Yeah, I should have Murderous Ridered my own guy. Don't mind me. Nothing to see here. Nothing at all to see. Keep this Hagra Mauling up. I want to keep thinning the deck. Thinging the deck. It's an alien FPS metal / gore game. Interesting. Oh my god! But I'm Stumbo. I completely missed the fact that you gifted 5 subs to stay alive. Give him 5, staying alive. Love to say that phrase. It's a good phrase. Do we wish to go down to 3? Yeah, you betcha booty we do. Now that we're at end of turn, man, heck yeah. Mazemind Tome. Mazemind Tome. Alright, first things first. I'm going to go ahead and just cling this Prone Warded Dust real quick here. Icer Joker, gift him 5, staying alive. Oh, yes. Alright, I'm just going to keep on ping-ponging that. Band of Horses, hey, I'm watching your Let's Learn Starcraft series. Oh, shit, yeah. And you're wondering how much this applies to StarCraft 2. Depends on which particular thing. You know, Banditborn, I am a StarCraft player, AMA. Anything you want to know, I'm happy to talk about it, friend. Anything you want to know. Seraphic Soul, I found the meaning of life in between the lines of Day 9's rants. It is hidden there, Seraphic Soul. Blue 42. Happy 42 months. Alright, look. We're both working together. Yep. Oh, Bloodchief's Thirst, okay. Oh my god, ZW Stern decided some major plumbing shit caused my apartment to be condemned! Oh my god! And there are no places at my cash level with space I can go to, so I'm in a hotel hoping my new therapist can get me into something. My brother's helped me out so I can maybe ride this out. Sorry for the wall of text. That is horrible, and I promise you, it will be funny later. It will be funny later. Because you can blame the condemning of your apartment on the last guest that was there. Maybe if they didn't have so many gummy bears. Okay, let me take care of this. No, you don't get to do any of this shit. Yeah. You don't get to do it, because if my opponent takes it, then they can, like, Witch's Cauldron and sack this shit. Listen, ZW Stearns, I gotta just try to apply some humor to that situation, because that is like one of those things that, from the sounds of it, it does in fact suck so bad. But, you know, like, what can you do?
Opportunity to act rashly is a chance to fail.
Yeah, get everything out of here.
Reality is unwritten.
All right, goodbye, Ugin.
My research has concluded.
My research. Ah. All right, let's just start chewing through shit, you know. Nom nom nom. Into the bin with you. Yeah, our opponent's deck is, like, kind of screwed versus us. Ooh, eliminate. Nice. We're looking for that Crawling Barrens, man. Is converted mana cost 2 or less? Yeah, I'm gonna zap this. Just get the hell out of here, man. Oh, shit. Fucking big tough guy, man. So Villain's deck is a steal your shit and turn it into card advantage kind of deck, huh? Is that what this is? Oh, I see. They're all in exile, right? So, like, Witch's Cauldron. Alright. Let's do this. Alright. I think I see what our strategy is. I mean, we're going to drown villain in card advantage until we can get to some juicy stuff. Anything else? Shoot, huh? We should have a good amount of life gain with Clong to dust. There is a bit of an issue, though, which is... one, two, three, four, five. Someone asked about Evil Dead 2. Yeah, I saw Evil Dead 2 on Halloween. It was tight. I was tight. Elk Lodge says, this weekend I watched the Evil Dead and the Evil Dead 2 for the first time. I absolutely love them. What do you think of the Evil Dead series? I've only now seen Evil Dead 2, and my understanding is that Evil Dead 1 is the same thing as Evil Dead 2. I do want this life. Gain it. Let's do a gainer. Life gainer, as it were. Let's just smash everything, huh? Draw. So now I probably should wait, huh? Yeah. Oh no, my face. Ugh. One is more of an indie production, two had some more funds behind it. Yeah, my understanding is that Evil Dead 1 was made. It got better reception than they thought. They were able to get more money, and then they said, hey, let's literally remake the same movie. Alright, that's my understanding. What's this? Is that a Wostrida? Wostrida. I mean, villain's got to cast this, like, right now, and then I'm going to Murderous Rider it, and then I'm going to cling it to dust. I'm not going to do any of those things. I am going to just cling to dust first. Opponent's graveyard. Give me this Wolf's Rider. My graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I leave you to your doom.
You can cling to dust in response to them casting it. I don't think that's true. I believe that to be false. My understanding is that that is a lie. That's my understanding, right? Because when it's cast, it goes on the stack, right? It goes on the stack when it's cast. Yes. I'm gonna say I'm 92% certain that it does not. %92 is quite a lot of percent. Okay, so I think I already put down the land, which was such a mistakey that I just made. Alright. Here's a murder goose. Put a little stop there. Prefer to get mauled by our good friend Hagra. Sartori says, escape is an activated ability, not a recasting as a spell. I'm pretty sure that escape is you may cast this card from your graveyard for its escape cost. So it's a cast. It's a cast. So when it's cast, it does in fact go on the stack. Is my understanding, at least. Show me this hand. The Ox of Agonizing. Oh my gosh. Alright. Does this thing have summoning sickness or some shit? Totally does. We have makey a mistakey. Just pump it up right in front of this guy. This guy huge. I love Crawling Barrens, man. So, I mean, like, I also have a faint memory of trying to exile something that had been cast from the graveyard in response to it. So. Darkwolf says, I'm not going to lie, I'm this big red already. I know, Joe Darkwolf. I need to do some reconfigurations of the conflagrations. So. Blade GL says, could you summarize your opinion on Dwarfheim? And summarize it as follows. 1. As a game, Dwarfhide needs a lot of fundamental polish. And I don't mean it's missing VFX in the menus. I mean when you tell a unit to move from A to B, sometimes it doesn't. It's missing fundamental polish. Second thing. I think that Dwarfheim's fundamental conceit, which is play a game where you split the race up among all three of y'all. I don't know if that works. I don't know if it works. That's basically it. That's basically what I got. That's what I got. So, this thing needs to be precisely removal, huh? It needs to be precisely removal, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to say odd. I've won. Feels good. Crawling Barrens, hell yeah. Phoebus says, hey, bravo on your glorious rant. That was a fun rant. That was a rant to remember. Duresses don't seem as valuable, but the Cling to Dusts do. Don't want Skyclave Shade, because we want to be more defensive. Pharika's Libation. Covetous Urge. I don't know what this Covetous Urge is for. Oh my god, I don't have a headrest. I'm so glad I don't have a headrest. I love being able to lean my neck back whenever I so desire. Still have to get my butt used to this chair. Done. Shipping it. Chair's very slidey. Woo! But Bandaborn says, sorry for the delay, I don't really know enough about SC2 yet to really ask questions, but I'll shoot you a message once I've done my month-long hyper-obsessive hermitage. Okay, Bandaborn, here's what you need to know about StarCraft, period. StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2, just a StarCraft, okay? Here's the important thing. Never stop building workers. Now, you're allowed to think, if you are getting all in, and you panic a little bit, and miss building some workers then, I will call that like an understandable mistake, okay? But there is no such thing as, I want to build this instead of making a worker. You fucking always want to build the workers, okay? Because money's the most important thing. Second, in StarCraft, in RTS, spending money is the most important thing. Spending that money. Getting that money and spending that money. Ta-da! Ta-da! F. Artoria, I don't think there's a single similarity that I can think of in this. Oh my god. Stop texting me about voting. I voted so long ago. Jesus. Yeah, spend the damn money, okay? Earn the money, spend the money. Now, here is maybe the biggest key difference between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. Okay, StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2. First, in Star 1, battles take a lot longer. And so, because the battles are taking a lot longer, There's a lot more decisions to be made in the battle. There's a lot more opportunity for micro and tactics and good shit like that to help you impact and win. StarCraft 2, not the case. Battles happen so fast that it is way more important in StarCraft 2 to just have the right shit in the battle. Uh-oh. That's probably the biggest difference between Star 1 and Star 2. Is in StarCraft 2, you really, really, really gotta just have the stuff. We're looking for something that has Sweeper written all over it. Okay, now how do I want to do this? I don't want to do this one. Eliminate's good, because I can cast Eliminate and draw a card at the same time. It's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah, I almost like forget just how much wiggle room in terms of execution there is in Brood War compared to StarCraft 2. Like, StarCraft 2 is really not a execution wiggle room kind of game. Like, well, he did not split versus the mines. He's dead. We are, like, really close to blowing our opponent out if we draw the right card. Bubblegum Guy says, hey, hope everything's good with you. I've just finished building my PC and decided to start streaming. He suggests any good tips on keeping people engaged and generally being a good streamer. You know, this is a piece of advice. This is new advice. This is new advice. A little different. A little different from a little bit different. And I would say it as the following. Oh, are you coming back to town? Okay, sure, that's fine. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Let's get that one out of there. Yeah, new advice. I would encourage you to just do whatever the fuck for a month. Just do it. Just do it for a month. So that way when you come back after a month, and I don't care if you're doing it 5 hours a week or 40 hours a week. If you're just doing it some over the course of a month. Well, you hate to see that. I'm gonna draw. Oops, I should have drawn first. Whoops. Just do it. Just do it a little bit. Okay. If only I had drawn first. If only. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. So we'll have 10. Oh, fun to do this shit. Big bada boom, baby. Yeah, just do it and then come back, and then you'll have concrete questions. Which is like, I was playing this game and I was in the middle of a boss fight, and I found that after every boss fight I would come back at chat and I would have no fucking clue what anyone was talking about. And that's a concrete thing to say, and I can be like, okay, here's some tips in that situation. So I mean, I would say step one: get some streams under your belt. Get some streams under your belt. Murray Top says, here we go, done voted. Now it's time to chill. Aw, yeah, you Murray Top. Aw, yeah. That's what we're all doing. I did my little drop off the ballot thing. Hitzel says, hello, nerds. Hello, Hitzel. Yeah, Zephyr, you can feel free to send it to me. I can't assure you I'll do anything with it, but... Skyclave Shade is coming back. I'm telling you, this Skyclave Shade is dope. It is so dope. It is so tight. It absolutely makes my night. Bing bong, bing bong, bing. Alright, let's say goodbye to a Swampus Bompus. See you later, alligator. It's a good outcome for us. Because all of this is going to go. Not 3 health, no! I mean, that's just like a great outcome as well. Alright, well. Even. My advice has changed a little bit. My advice has changed a little bit recently. Because now I'm sort of just like, you know, like, here's a question earlier. Here's a question earlier. Drake Grayson said, what's a good strategy for getting followers or viewers at the beginning? I have an answer for that, Drake Grayson. I have an answer. For good thoughts and good advice for how to improve that stuff. I have good answers for you. Am I going to tell you that? Not yet. Because the first thing I'm going to say is, dude, just go stream. Just do some streaming. Just do and enjoy some damn streaming. Just do that. It's weird to me that when I compare streaming to other forms, to other forms like novel writing, movie creation, illustration. Power to or less. Well, why couldn't you have come up next? Oh, yeah. Oh, you total fuck. I'm probably dead, but that's fine. Yeah, no one's like, okay, I'm not drawing at all yet. What's good advice for getting a huge Instagram following for my illustrations? And it's like, dude, just fucking draw some first. Just draw some first. So like, my new advice is, just stream some. Just start doing some streaming, you know what I mean? SB Television says, Sean, as someone who streams from time to time for a while now, can I get those answers? Fair enough. Very, very fair enough, huh? Okay. Could have not sacked the Crawling Barrens there. Yeah, I mean, I could have, but I just gave up hope, is what I did. I just gave up hope. You have to understand. I give up hope as a hopeless person. Alice Quinn says that's like half the questions in arts forms, though. It is for people that are already doing the art. I rarely see someone who's done no fucking art. Like, most of the time when people like want to learn how to do illustration, they just start illustrating shit, you know? Bing, bong. Get Klingoned. Or I suppose what I should do is actually state the inversion, which is maybe the more relevant one, which is hot diggity damn the amount of people that are asking about streaming advice when they're not streaming at all. I'll be like, just go stream. Okay. And you know, this, oh my god, I've never heard this quote from before, but this is actually really similar to what I was going to say. This is great. Mr. T's Floating Head says, this sounds like what things Steve Martin used to say about giving advice to starting comedians, where they would be like, how do I get an agent? And he would be like, well, are you even funny? Have you tried to tell jokes? Yes! Yes! Like, so rarely. I actually think that this is like a kind of modern cultural phenomenon thing. Do I want to shoot these guys? Do I want to shoot these bastards? I think so. I think I have a stack full of single target removal and single target disable. Oh, terrific. Like, okay, I think this is sort of a cultural thing, but here's something that culturally, at least in America, you're not supposed to do. If you draw a piece of art, and I draw a piece of art, and my piece of art is dog shit, we're supposed to say that they're differing styles. We're supposed to say that everyone is on their own unique subjective journey. Even though clearly the piece of art that I would draw would be worse. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I feel like, as a result, sort of a symptom of this is a lot of the advice with respect to creative work is not about the creative work. It's about the shell around it. It's about something like, if you want to get good at streaming, make sure you're consistent with your hours. Make sure you stay focused on the kinds of games that you're doing. Be sure to engage with your audience and keep them involved. And I rarely ever hear someone say, here are techniques for talking alone in a room for 20 minutes straight with no feedback, no nothing, that makes you interesting. I don't see that a lot. I don't see that a lot. Alright, I think this guy's coming back. Engage me, Sean, says Mattman W. You see the way I said engage me was actually kind of interesting. And I'm not saying this as to be cynical. I mean this like sincerely. Like Mattman W said, engage me, Sean. And what I could have done is said, engage me, Sean. Oh yeah, Mattman W says engage me, Sean. A lot of people when they're streaming, when they're alone by themselves, just kind of say stuff like this, or when they're talking on the phone, they're just like, yeah, no, those are pretty good. No variation in the tone. None. No focused words in the sentence. Every time they talk, it's fucking boring. They sound bored by themselves. But look at me, a monument of vanity. I'm entertaining even myself. And I am hurting Kelevra at the same time, which is its own reward for sure. What do I want to do here? Do I eliminate this guy? I think. Yeah, I really hate everything that Kelevra's doing. Let's just kill this bastard. There you go. Damn. Okay. Do this one. Yeah, got him. Yeah, man. And so this is part of the reason why I am suggesting to anyone who's interested in getting into streaming, start streaming. Just start frickin' streaming. Just start streaming. And then you'll have like, oh god, here's a 5-minute clip that was terrible. And I can't quite put my finger on what made it suck so much. I'm gonna ditch the Hagra Mauling or something, I don't know. I like my cards. Because it's really interesting questions when you're actually talking for a very long period of time. Which is like, okay, how are you speaking in a way that's interesting without being annoying? Eliminate. Okay, that's good. Fuck. I'm gonna do this now. Okay. Okay. Speaking for that long make you lose your voice when first starting? Oh yeah, I lost my voice all the time. All the time. Now I haven't lost my voice in years. I didn't do anything specific. I think maybe I just ruined my vocal cords so consistently for so long. Now it's just about a thing. Goodbye. Look at you filling up the bin for me like a little sweetheart. Alright, well. Boom. Alright, so then I'm going to play this guy. Then I'm going to do this. Shoot this guy. Bang. Nose rub, nose rub, nose rub. And then I'm going to eat... What? Oh, Day 9 can't count at all! That's fine, we'll draw. Yeah, I think that, like, okay, so let's say that you started to establish a small audience. You're looking to grow more. You're looking to grow more as a streamer beamerman. Here's some things to consider. First, what is making your show content actually fucking good? And a nice measure for it being good is imagine someone else explain to their friend why they should watch your shit. Tune in to Johnny B, because Johnny B every Friday speed runs a new platformer, and the rate that he learns this shit is incredible. If you say it's because I have a good personality, and I'm funny, and I'm laid back, then you probably suck. Probably. You know what I mean? Now, for a lot of people, that's true. As we were talking about earlier, there are people that are more compelling speakers and that are funnier than other people. You can be a funny person. You can learn to be funny. And being funny is good. I encourage you to be funny, all right? But how might someone describe your funniness in a way that sounds unique, interesting, and not like the same old drab that everyone's been hearing? So, for instance, when I started off doing my content, hello, I'm Day 9. Welcome to the Day 9 Daily, where we learn to be a better gamer. Terrific. I don't know why this instant speed happens right now, but it's fine. And I did high-level StarCraft gameplay analysis multiple nights a week. That was very focused. Incredibly strong natural marketing. Like, I mean that's really strong. You know, like I do Let's Plays of, I don't like the term Let's Plays. I play just general games, like, you know, new games every now and again, including this Friday when we're playing Manifold Garden. And I tend to like to go on little spurples about what I like in the design of the thing. And I'm not noting that that's deeply, profoundly unique. It's not nearly as unique as what I did with respect to StarCraft. Yeah, I'd love to draw, thank you. But it's something, right? It's something. And again, imagine a viewer needing help explaining to their friend why they should tune into you. And you want to make their job as easy as possible. So this is why I recommend the idea of shows. For instance, with Hearthstone. You clung to dust my cling to dust? You fuck? I'm going to draw another cling to dust, and I'm going to cling to dust this guy's cling to dust. What do you know? Dish, 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 dish. Fuck out of here. And so, you know, like, this is why... Okay, so take Hearthstone. I was someone that was playing Hearthstone at a non-competitive level. But the way that people were able to describe my Hearthstone content was Day 9 does a different deck every single day. And does absolutely wild deck building. Here's a clip. It's something. So I think that if you are... there's real unstructuredness. The biggest thing that I see that's bad about streamers that are between, we'll say, like 10 and 80 viewers, like this range. Perfect. No, you can't! Oh! The biggest things I see that are problems with those is, one, a lackadaisical focus of the show content. You know, just like, I don't know, I'm just gonna stream GTA today. I don't know, I'm gonna fucking do Fortnite. Whatever, let me just go back and just see if thieves. There's no structure to it. It's not like... it's not like clear goals, clear show sets. It's just following pure impulsivity. Start to finish. Blood Fiefs first. Yeah, I'll do this. Even. Yeah, I'm gonna just do this shit right now. I have infinite card advantage and infinite health, so we're fine. Letter says variety streaming is just so hard. Variety streaming? Okay, let me be really blunt. Variety streaming isn't a fucking thing. Okay? It's not a thing. It is not. It's not a thing. Don't think that it's a thing. I don't even like the term. Virtually all people that are current variety streamers have somewhat of a variety, but they tend to be a real focus of their content, regardless. Also, you'd be hard pressed to find any variety streamer that didn't have a focused thing at the very start when they started to grow. The biggest things that happens is after you've grown a lot, then, once you've grown a lot and you're quite big, you can start to do different varieties of game, and people are interested in your playthrough of that thing. Variety is a payoff. It is not a type of thing that you don't just grow with that shit. Alright, that's fine. The reason I say this is because, again, if someone was like, I want to get into streaming, I'm ready to go, here we go, oh my gosh, I'm going to become the best streamer ever, and I'm going to focus on variety, immediately I'm just like, no, fuck, don't do that, no. Set a focus, for God's sake. And again, I want to stress, there's a lot of people that say, I'm a variety streamer. That if you look at their content, they still have a pretty focused subset that forms the core of what they do. Whether it be I stream mostly indie games or RPG games, or I will do every single AAA release that ever happens. Oh shit, yeah, I gotta cling to dust. Yeah, fuck yeah, bye. Let's get this guy. Oh yeah, it feels so good. Alright. That probably wasn't even the best play. I do want to do this now. Eliminates is good. Alright, cool. In other words, I think maybe a better way to convey what I'm talking about is that variety is an overly broad term that's inaccurate. Spirit of Blaze bringing up a great person. Shroud. Shroud is largely an FPS player. He'll play other games now and then. But he largely does FPS stuff. Like, technically speaking, I am a variety streamer. According to this broad, in my eyes, kind of useless definition of this. When in reality, about half of what I do is Magic. Maybe 40% of what I do is Magic, sort of as a core. Like card games and strategy games. Card and strategy is my shit. Or if we're looking to get real specific, you know what I tend not to, like, ever do ever? First-person shooters. I'm really not a first-person shooter player. See, only Skyclave says, I'll be honest, neither you or Shroud of Variety streamers, LOL. This is what I'm talking about, is that, like, variety streaming is just not a thing. It's just a broad catch-all thing. It's like saying, oh yeah, he's an athlete. Like, it doesn't really tell you what the kind of thing that the person actually does, whether they just run a lot, or they do triathlons, or they compete, or they do a certain kind of sports, and so on and so on. What do I actually want to do? Yeah, I think I should get rid of this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so let's do this. You know, I think that actually doing like this, pick off this bastard, is pretty good. And I mean, like, the problem with this broad, inaccurate term is that it's very helpful in a 2-minute conversation. Or hell, like a 15-second conversation. Super useful. If, for instance, someone's like, what kind of, who's Purge? Oh, he's a Dota player. Oh, who's Dance Gaming? Oh, he's a variety streamer, right? You can just communicate it real fast, right? Just super quick, super easy. It's very nice as a communication, but the problem comes when I am a new streamer and I'm thinking about how I want to stream and who I want to be. And saying, I'm gonna do variety. Totally fucking wrong, it's not a thing, don't do it. Period. I guess I'll get rid of these 5. Alright, nice. And the good thing is that I'll be able to Elspeth's Nightmare to take a peek at the hand. Oh, I have fucking 4 minutes left. Okay, I gotta hurry up. 2 Extinction Events, that's really good. Non-creature, non-land. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on this really fast. Amazing. That's amazing. Is this so my opponent can Ox him? Kazul's Hagra Mauling. Yeah, let's get rid of the Hagra Mauling. That's terrific. Okie dokie. Because now there's nothing that my opponent can do if I start smashing it with this thing, right? Yeah. 11. Alright, I have the play. Bang. Just gonna hit him for a bunch here, and then next turn I can just pump this once. But I'm gonna finish the thought that I was having earlier. I think there's 2 big problems that people have between the 10 and 80 viewer count mark. And they, in my eyes, are the following. Thing number 1, not having clean, clear, structured enough content. Just la 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 la, I'm just gonna go through the day, I'm gonna play whatever I want today, and I'm gonna stream for however long I want, all this stuff. organize it, make it a show, so that way it's easy for someone else to explain. The second thing that I think people between 10 and 80 viewers are really bad at and need to struggle or need to work on is just literally being an interesting speaker. Being able to speak long form, being able to make speeches, being able to articulate their thought process, being able to be funny, being able to improvise, being able to express a variety of emotions, being able to be sincere. Super duper lacking. We win next turn, unless this is an eliminate. Can't wait to declare even. Goodbye. Even. Even. A literal god tasteless. This is a great point from Floast Head, or perhaps Flowsthed. So I don't disagree with this assessment, but to a certain extent, isn't that what being between the 10 and 80 viewers is for? For you to develop those skills? For most people, they're not natural. I would say that's a very reasonable thing to say. It would be incorrect for me to communicate if you have 20 viewers and you're not funny, you need to feel bad about yourself. I think it's a totally normal, totally natural thing to do. I think I was a pretty mediocre speaker, for instance, when I first started broadcasting. It was weird to me that I could just kind of be goofy and silly and say whatever I wanted. I was too scared and uncomfortable to be a goofball, even though I was much more like that in real life. But what if I'm goofy and people don't like it at all? Ugh. It's like, who fucking cares? Let's just turn off and go watch someone else and it'll be fine. It's frankly better content, but anyways. It would be unreasonable for me to assert you should feel bad if you're not funny. Certainly not. However, what I'm trying to point to is what is the wall that's preventing this person from exiting that? And I'm trying to identify the goal. I'm trying to identify the wall that people need to overcome. And those are the two most important things. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, trying to build relationships and network and, like, do cool events with, like, other streamers that are similar to you, so that way you can, like, grow an audience together. All that stuff. I mean, that's good. That's good shit. That's good shit to do. It's just not as important as the other two, is what I'm trying to communicate. I mean, it's kind of like the... Oops. It's kind of like what you would say to someone who's, like, in the 3K bracket of Dota. Like, if you're in 3K, the big thing that's happening almost across the board is that your teammates are not pushing waves. Your teammates are not pushing waves. That's how you get out. But the 3K bracket is you push waves. For God's sake, you push waves. And it's like when someone articulates that, you go, oh, okay, and then, well, I want to get out of this bracket. Maybe I should start pushing waves. And the answer is, yeah. Yeah, you really should. I do want to get this land out. Let's pop this. Yeah, nice. Okay, so I think that what I want to do is shoot this guy. And I want to hold on to the Extinction Event for when Dead Sun becomes a Ratlin Gatlin guy. Deep Fried Swedish Fishes Day 9 will just not watch you if you aren't funny. There's some merit to that. I do think that the #1 category of viewership on Twitch, as in, like, I'm going to Twitch and I want to tune into somebody, who will I tune into? It's skill-based gamers. And skill-based gameplay. Skill-based gamers. Anytime Arteezy goes live, doesn't matter that Arteezy is sporadic. Doesn't talk very much. Cling to butts. Okay. I think this is sufficiently important that I find something to... fine. These will just show up and get like 25,000. Yeah, shipping. Amanderzer. Amanderzer's finally said almost never overlaps your schedule, but it does come. But it does come a time in the life of every fan of sport's favorite content maker. Thanks for making me a better gamer. Oh, thank you, Munderzer. Oh my god, Munderzer. Ha 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 ha! Eat shit, dead son. Yes. Nom 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 nom. 5, 6, 7. Great, tight, sick, solid. Odd. Simulacrum. Solid. Mind Razor was taken, so it's... I feel you there. But that's one of the I think that's like far and away the #1 category of just general growth, discovery, all that stuff. If you're good at a game and you're playing it really well, fucking bunch of people now have an easy path to discovering you. Fuck. Actually, this thing sucks against us. Yeah, dude, resolve. Hell yeah. I want to draw a card? Man, fuck yeah, look at that. I got a swamp. Bam, there it is. Boom. Here's Kefria Triumphs. Beanstalk Giant. Bam. Coming out. Boom. Bam. Oh, Shawarma's Verdict. Okay. Let's kill this guy. And I think I'm going to play my Myrtle Goose Rider. Put some stops on. Oh shit. Am I about to get one-shotted? It's a 13-13. Okay, that's 13 to the dome. Of course I would draw exactly what I need. That does strike me as a thing that I would do. Coming in! Ha ha ha, you fool! Take action. Oh, shit! Shit! I thought I was gonna ask if I wanted to shuffle it! Fuck me! I messed up! I accidentally passed through my turn! Alright, that sucked. That sucked a lot. I hated that, actually. How about this? Can't believe I did that. That sucks. Shadow's Verdict is not going to be very good here. I mean, a lot of these are good. Elspeth's Nightmare, it's okay. It's okay. I messed up. Yeah, we're not going to get any of our skill-based gamers to tune in here, man. That's for damn certain. Covetous Urge, I think, is actually very good here. Do I want an Agonizing Remorse, or do I want... Gosh, you know, here's the mistake that I made. Notice that this says when Murderous Rider dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. There's a lot of cards that say you may do the thing. For instance, Solemn Simulacrum. When Solemn Simulacrum dies, you may draw a card. So my brain is just like, okay, It died. Time to accept that action and click right on through because I want to put it at the bottom of my library. Fucking interfaces, man. Whew. All right. Yeah, I think this is it. I think maybe we might want an Agonizing Remorse in. I think I'll pull this out and put this in, and I think that that's fine. Great, Covetous Urge. Circle says, can someone explain what you do in these between matches screens? I don't really understand. Yes, I can, Spherical. First, when you submit a deck, you submit 60 cards, and that's called your main deck. And when you play with those 60 cards. You also submit a 15-card sideboard. Now, in between the matches, I can pull out up to 15 cards from my deck and replace them with up to 15 cards from my sideboard. So, for instance, if in my main deck I had a bunch of cards that say, kill a creature, destroy 3 creatures, do creature killing stuff, and then I play against an opponent who has no creatures, I would want to sideboard out those cards. Zephyr says, any upcoming game on the horizon you would consider doing regularly, like Magic or Dota? Just out of curiosity. None that I can think of. Maybe one of those auto-battlery types, but I think I was in a bad mood when those things were coming around. I was in a bad mood when those things happened, because they do very much so seem like my kind of game, and I didn't really play them. I don't really have a good explanation as to why. An Agonizing Remorse. Get this one out of here. I mean, I have like 1,000,001 ways to kill the Cobra, so. Zale says, I must pay my respects to the mighty F6. Yes, F6, F6. Alright. It's time for me to put out some of my Pocari Sweat. Oh, I'm shooting that guy down for sure, man. This is Korean Gatorade. That's how it works. More commonly known as Pocari Sweat. Are you gonna drink Pocari Sweat? Fuck yeah, I am in Verum. I watched Starcraft growing up, so I am susceptible to Korean product marketing. Maybe I'll have a hot 6 energy drink and put on some. Well, now I think of it, I watch a good amount of those Korean dramas, and they always advertise beauty products, such as The Body. That's one of my favorite ones. Do I want to just take 1 billion damage here? I think I just, yeah, I think I do. Well, shit. That's a Genesis Ultimatum. I'm Mondo dead. Mondo Shondo dead. Off the top? Come on, video game. Now, I want to point out the thing that hurts me the most. We were in a fantastic position in the first game, and I accidentally passed right through the fucking turn. I hate that. Hate it so much. The deck is so much cooler than ours. I actually really don't like it very much. It feels incredibly flimsy. It's one of these, like, you Genesis Ultimatum out a huge Terror of the Peaks turn, or you don't really do much at all. I'm really not a big fan of it. And again, the big problem that our deck faced was that I passed through the turn like an idiot. Actually, not like an idiot, more like someone who has been trained by the UI. So this is self-brew. This is Yellow Hat's list. This is a list by the absolute legend, Gabriel Nassif. Yeah, Ghosty, I'm fingers crossed after yesterday's absolute train wreck of a show. I mean, it hardly functioned. Lucas Mortor says, I enjoyed the stream. Yeah. No, I mean, it was a good stream. It just, like, technically was like a nightmare. And Ghost Stalker was being an absolute Jedi, being like, speed it up, slow it down, speed it up, slow it down, speed it up, slow it down, speed it up, slow it down. Converted mana cost 3 or less, huh? Not 3 power or less. Roshan says, what happened yesterday? My OBS crashed 6 times. The audio sync was going wildly out of whack. I had to restart the connection between my streaming and encoding computer multiple times. Oh, and of course we have one of the co-hosts and one of my dearest friends, Lee. And Lee's here right now. You can see Lee's there. Fun with Lee. Lee, I had this insane idea. I was thinking about this the other day. That we primarily interact only through mostly walking. So this is the play, huh? Take this out, right? Because we see green and green. Oh, we see a Cragtown. Alright, whatever. Shadow's Voidict is going to be just fine. We interact only when we're doing shows together. I spend 2 hours with Lee and Sean every Monday, and have for about 6 years now. And you know what? Lee and Sean, way better than the games we play. Like, way better. I would like another black one here. 600 hours hanging out. That's all we did. Mass hang with the gang. Do you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? That is a cool-ass mountain. It's a cuckoo elemental. Yeah, I mean, I really don't care. You can't say I don't have card advantage. I actually feel like I can just take more damage here, right? I feel like the play is to take more damage, draw another card with Mazemind Tome to get closer to cracking it and gaining 4, and then spend the other 3 against whatever very, very scary thing comes out of Romulan's stuff. How are we doing with Monoblack Control? Well, I think we've played 2 best of 3s in like an hour and 10 minutes. You know, I'm gonna go with the greed as good play. I'm going with the greed as good play. Take this action. So I think that there's maybe a 50% chance that Villain actually has a like a half and half chance that villain has a Embercleave. I would have expected it like last turn, but it didn't. Nothing came down. There's no reason to frown. Apoquala says, so now that you're in LA, you're going to hire one of those Marvel trainers to get absolutely shredded? I do want to hire a personal trainer, because I do want to get absolutely shredded. But one thing that I don't want to do... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, that's fine. No. One thing that I don't want to do right now is interact with anybody, because there's the pandemic that's been getting really, really, really terrible, while my brother posts things on Instagram about him biking to restaurants and shit. My brother lives in South Korea, by the way. That's the joke. My brother is a... It's actually kind of funny. Nick is basically more South Korean than he is American. Because he basically went from college to Korea. And that's it. So he's been in Korea for 13 years. 14 years, something like that. 13 years, 13 years. And Baron says, LA is brutal right now. Every time I walk out my door, I see people without masks and it makes me want to scream. Man, whereabouts do you live in Baron? Because I can't find anyone without a mask. I literally cannot find them. Everyone in my area wears masks. Beep. Now hang on to the Hagra. Beep. I'm swinging with the Solemn Simulacrum because I feel that the probability of me not casting the Hagra Mauling is no. And Verum says North Hollywood is all young people Instagram models. They do not give two shits. Well, that does suck. I'm not gonna tell a lie. That does sound terrible. Elspeth's Nightmare was seriously wounded, but the soul still burns. God, that game was so fucking tight. Mitsurugi was seriously wounded, but the soul still burns. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna... Oh, hello. Oh. Bang. Ow. Ugh. I would like to start pumping up my Crawling Barrens. Did Dana just reference Soul Calibur? I did. Soul Calibur was my most played fighting game in high school and early college. And I watched a shitload of Marvel vs. Capcom too, man. I guess Soul Calibur was more 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade, and then Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. In college and still today. Alright, I think Elspeth's Nightmare is going to suck, so let's get that one out. I think that Duress is probably not. I think the Pharika's Libation is going to be pretty tight. Do I want these Cling to Dusts? Huh? I think I just want removal, 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 removal. So I guess I'll run one of these, huh? Man, I have that Mario-ass song stuck in my mind. Dude, this chair feels so good on my butt. I love the way my butt feels in my Herman Miller embody. I almost just said my Herman Miller butt. Belgian Buckaroo says, as a normal YouTube viewer, I now have a chance to ask, what is that sound? What is what sound? What is what sound? What is the sound? I Have you considered Labyrinth of Skophos? It is in the list, Boots. It is in the list. Is it in the list? Yes. Is it not in the list? No. What do I want to do here? Questing Beast is an issue. You got the Embody? How is it? I mean, I have sat in it for 2 hours. It arrived at 12:15, and I set it up. Oh. Oh. Ow, ow. I have no idea why Villain chose to do exactly this. Alright, well. Ew, sacrifice a creature. Doing it on my main phase because of Lovestruck Beast. Boots says, great minds think alike. This is very true. If you consider any other cards in the list, I've just kicked this one off. I mean, this is my third best of 3. We won the first one, and it felt like a very comfortable win, albeit long. The second one, we threw, in a very literal way, we had a way to kill all of their creatures, and instead what I did was pass the turn. So if you don't pass the turn, I feel like you have a fighting chance. How goes the Magic? It's fun, Fanoberries. We're having a good time. Everyone else doing okay? Everyone else having a comfortable, reasonable time in the pandemic on Election Day? I mean, again, I'm bringing this up because I want to see how everyone's personally doing. Don't want to dive deep into shit. Don't want to dive deep. You know, here's my opinion on data stealing and privacy, okay? Part of me is like, I want full control over all of my stuff. Put a stop here, put this down, put this here. When it drops, there. Okay, stop. Now, we're going to do this funny little play, because if Villain plays a 1-mana creature, we're going to go to pre-combat, we're going to kill the 1-mana creature, so this bastard and this bastard can't attack. But, like, on one hand, it would be neat. It would be somewhat neat if... Somewhat neat if... I could protect all of my data, okay? Just saying. Oh, shit, that's a 1-mana creature, isn't it? Literally the thing that I said I was going to do, I didn't do. Because, you know, not paying attention. That's why. Or I want them to be able to steal so much of my data that once they've messaged me to vote, once they have scraped that I have voted, they leave me alone. That's these are my wishes. This is hilariously the scary one. Woodburger says, I was feeling bad. Had nothing to do with the pandemic or election. Then I had a Big Mac, which I haven't had in years. And was feeling amazing. Then I went for a run to compensate and back to feeling bad again. Yeah, no, I hear that. You live. Scoot, you damn. What did I do? Did I raise this? There we go. Yeah, man. I love eating those feelings. Alright, 3 and 8 is enough. Okay, so we accidentally whoopsie-daisy twice there. We also could have played the Radiant Fountain, which I thought I did do, but I'm busy looking over chat. I'm just making too many mistakes. It's a big mistakey. He couldn't attack. Oh, nice. Look at that. 3 times. 3 times in one game we've thrown. It's incredible. It's incredible. We makey so many big mistakey. It's terrific. It's terrific. Covetous Urge into their creatures, Sean. Yeah. The best way to beat aggro decks is with slow, gradual value. It's a tough day. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm pretty good at sounding all chill and relaxed and great at all points in time. And if you ask me how I'm feeling right now, it would not be relaxed and great. That's how it would be. It's actually so funny. I was like, if my opponent plays a 1-1, we kill it so the 5/5s can't attack. My opponent played a 1-1, and then we didn't kill it and the 5/5s attack. And I was like, oh! Like, fucking totally horrified. Boom Shackle says, alright, tell me, who do we beat up to make your day better? You know, what's been making my day better is, frankly, talking about shit that I know things about. That's where I'm feeling myself. That's where I'm feeling myself. I like talking about shit that I know stuff about. I like talking about shit that I know stuff about. Like streaming. Hagra Mauling. The Hagra Brood Pit's gonna be the one that we smash down first. Bop. This is a good hand. Possum Socks says, dude, playing MTG is hard enough. Streaming and talking and playing must be so difficult. You know, it is, but I also feel like it's my job, so I feel like I really shouldn't fuck that up. Let me get those stretchies. Okay, so let's do the concerted analysis. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Ow, you fuck. Shaka says, do you have any tips for someone like me who's interested in starting programming a little? Yeah, do something tiny. Do something tiny and baby-like. I don't really know what to do about this. You know, I'm actually going to do this because I want to kind of leave some of my juicier things for a moment. No clue where to start. Oh, yeah, if you really are like, I have 0 sense at all where to even begin, I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend just following along with some tutorials. Just start following along with lots and lots of tutorials. And if you have not yet come up with a personal project, just start looking at more tutorials and just keep doing more tutorials. Just do stuff, dude. That's it. Just do shit. Cassandra Powell. Get out of here. Woohoo! Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was actually in a musical, I was in an electronic music composition class. Oh yeah. And it was not about the theory, you know, it wasn't about like, let's now figure out how to make the best possible composition. How do you make it sound harmonious? None of that nonsense ass garbage, friends. No, 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 no. Instead, this class was about how to construct interesting and compelling electronic sounds. It was about the actual like technical architecture of sound. No! And great advice that I got was just try to recreate a song you already listened to. Just try it. Just try to figure it out. It's like in literally saying, I am going to try to copy this shit. Think like this, because we still can withstand a lot of damage. What? No, Embercleave? What? What? Even when literally saying, I am going to copy this person's shit. Okay, so that's 5, so we have 4. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I don't know what the hell's going on. Even trying to copy it, it still came out totally different. And what you can do is if you want to get into programming, we're playing the game. I like game programming, so let's use game programming as an example. But I mean, if you just do a tutorial on making a platformer, and then you literally do a different tutorial on making a platformer, and then you pick a cool platformer and you say, I'm going to try to make that. And then you're just literally trying to recreate the first level of the very first Mario based on the platformer tutorials that you learned. And as you're doing it, ideas will just pop into your head. And you'll be like, oh, try this shit. Oh, what about this? Oh. And you'll even sound like that, and it'll be weird. No! It's gonna hurt so much! Ah! Die. This thing can't block, so it's fine. Bum da 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 boom dum ba da 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 da. Phoenix of Ash. Not enough to cast an Embercleave, but there is enough to cast a Rimrock Knight. We'll just take the 6 damage, it's fine. I'll do this shit for sure. Bye. This is more valuable in situations where my opponent could be having, you know, questing beasts and shit, so. So if I went to 7, is that okay? Is it okay to go to 7 from heaven, huh? I don't think we need to. I think I can just shoot this thing and just be done with it, right? It's fine. ZC's okay. Oh shit, yes. Oh my god, the Solemn Simulacrum is just gonna smack him to death. To death and to the depths of heck. Okay, so now that I have all this mana up, I am now going to do this, play this. Odd. Dude, Labyrinth of Skophos is just hot plasma, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, I actually, historically, I have found that I just love coding and working on projects and talking to people about projects they're working on, just having fun doing that stuff. And I've been doing none of that for a month. I've been trying to exist. Or, you know, I've been trying to make it to the end of the year. I've been trying to subsist. I don't know what this handful of stuff is. Could be a bunch of removal spells. Very well. All the mana's been spent, so I think that I'm going to draw now, take 2 damage. Bop. This could be cracked for a Brushfire Elemental, which is fine, you know. Kick it. Oh, an Extinction Event. Alright, let's take a peek. Take a peek at the geek. I'm expecting 2 Primal Mites. Oh, an Edgewall Innkeeper? LOLOL, man. Get out of here. Now the question is, what do I think about taking 3 more damage here? Okay. You're allowed to do it if you want to, my friend. Woo! Look at the Labyrinth of Skophos doing some work. Now, do I want to take 3 damage and go to 4? I think I do. I'm going to 4. So we basically need to play around Questing Beast every turn. So we're chillin'. We are chillin' like a villain. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is going to deal more than enough to kill that guy. Bye, Romular. So I don't feel comfortable going to 2, because then I'm just a single Bone Crusher away. Ooh, you couldn't have gotten a better draw. Oh, yeah. That's an okay one. We still can't just smash Ugin, because then we would just die to a Questing Beast. Or we would shoot once, and then our opponent would kill with Shatter Skull smashing, and we'd still be vulnerable to a Questing Beast, and that would be weak. Be super weak sauce.
You want to fight me? That's precious.
So, this is 6, 7, 8.
I hope things get out of hand for you.
What? What is happening? Why did my opponent -2? Why did my opponent do this? Is there a thing here? What is happening? Okay. So if I played this, I actually do have enough to Skophos. I can kill all sorts of shit now. Oh. Yeah, I think what happened is Villain did the -2, needed land, and didn't crack in time. Do we really think that letting Ugin live is the play? Do we really think that? Oh, now play the correct one. I gotta be honest. I think letting Ugin live is not the right play. In case you did not know, anytime X is 6 or more, it'll deal twice X. Look at this. They misplay, I misplay. Matchmaking is working just fine. Bang, 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 bang. Hits us as our opponent super through. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Matchmaking worked, Hitzel. That's exactly what happened. Matchmaking worked! Happened to work in our favor in that particular circumstance, but, you know, it's working. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. God. I have nothing good there. I have everything good there. I have the bad swamps. We're gonna lose, man. We're dead. Trashworm says, I wish you were my boss, Sean, so I could constantly say, make use of me. Can I just say, Trashworm, your name makes me think of a conversation that I was having about naming things. Naming things is hard, okay? Naming things is tough. Not just because if you were to sit alone in a room and try to come up with a name of your upcoming book or, you know, game or whatever the hell, like whatever it is, I'll hang on to it. Not only is that hard, but if anyone else is in the room, all they'll do is say stupid, shitty names and go, duh, and you will never get a name done. Ever. I was talking to Britt last night about naming of things. I was trying to come up with a name for something. And she eventually got to the name Crisis Garbage. And I was like, okay, yeah, Crisis Garbage, yes. You know, I'm gonna show the Extinction Event. Let's do it. Let me cast this, huh? Crisis Garbage. Oh, honey. Woo! Doing it now, yeah. That's a name. Yeah. Welcome, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to the team. Before we step in, I'd like to let you know the name of our team. Discard 2 cards. Yeah, I'm pitching it all, man. Is this Orzhov discard deck nonsense? Keep my cards on the field. Actually, that was the funniest damn thing I'd ever heard, man. Crisis Garbage is just such a funny name. Great minds think alike. Spelled Crisis with a Y, of course. Yes, of course. 33.3 repeating percent, of course. I'm shooting. I don't know what kind of deck Le Jub Jub is. Le Jub Jub. But I'm going in, man. Operation Bing Bong. And the thing is that we just riffed on that for a while, like Crisis Toilet, just like really dumb names, but like for like a long time, like a long conversation, but really dumb names. It was like a lot of fun. Oh yeah. But it made me realize that the name was never going to be discovered. We were going to just keep circling that drain giggling until it was bedtime. This is a human name or a gamer tag name. It can be anything you want, man. Is this even a good idea? I don't think it is. I don't think we get any value out of this. Gotcha. Yeah, oh yes. A hilarious dumb name that's fun to use is Sapphire Nightmare Blade, which was just typed by Sapphire Nightmare Blade. Sapphire Nightmare Blade, I just want to say that your name is so... It's working so hard to be dumb. Let's see. Return a thing that costs 2 or less. Alright, so I'm going to do this. Alright, that comes. Alright, so, and then we gotta... We're discarding 2 no matter what, huh? There it is. I'll discard this one and this one. They're gone. You know what? I'll show you this one. This is the one I'll show you. Do you want me to discard this one, Lejub? Lejub. Inscription Ruin is pretty tight, man. I'm not gonna lie. How much does this cost to kick? A lot. Okay. Oh! Now Lejub like really has got to deal with this kind of problem. It's this little pickle that's on the board. And a very pickly spot to be in. Sapphire Nightmare Blade. That reminds me of a guy I used to play Big Game Hunters with. His name was Cyber Dark Blade. Cyber Dark Blade. Deadly Mechanism. Captain Insano. I mean, these were names of people who were die-in-the-wool gamers, man. I don't live anymore. You know, all this garbage. All right, before I Locthwain in the membrane, big. Oops. Acquisitions expert. Big bada bada wada boom. Boom. Bang. Yeah, man. Oh, dude, the names of Big Game Hunters players, they were just so bad. Alright, I'll do this. I realized that I needed to get rid of this jerk, so I couldn't cycle yet. Fucking serious? Put point counter on another target creature. Shit. That is a pickle. That is a pickle. Pickly, prickly spot. Actually, do I even want to do this? I might not want to. Give me all your coins. Give me your coin counters, friends. I don't really need to worry that much. Everybody be running Mazemind Tomes, man. Zared says, Payday 9 longtime fan, not very active in chat, just wanted to share with you that I've got my missile launcher right here. That's good, because I was wondering where my missile launchers were. Oh! Come in. Alright, what's it gonna be, Lejub? Oh my. Castle Fartenvale. Well, Hall's Guns. So Sean, do you any plans to do any RTS analysis in the future? Now, I mean, it kind of depends on what you mean. Because the way I see it, I'm always doing. You better not resolve that. Oh, God. This is such a pain in the ass. Alright, fine. I'll just take a bunch of damage. Do I have to set full stops every single second of every single day? Put a coin counter on it. I mean, I guess I'll do this, and then I guess I'll be like, even. Fun with Lee says, why do I keep buying broccoli and then leaving it until it goes bad and throwing it out? It's because you're thinking more than one meal ahead. And you shouldn't do that. Wait, when it's dies or is put into exile, you bring it back? Oh, no. I want to throw up. Serious. I want to puke. I want to puke right now. Thought I was a next level gamer. Fuck this guy. There it is. There it is. The most inefficient play of all time. Performed by me. For you. I'm actually not sure we have a good match in this circumstance. We're gonna have a good one post-sideboarding. Show it equal to the number of members of your party. I don't have any. We need new Ugin. I think we're definitely screwed. Alright. Can't believe it. Why would you? No. Yeah, I gotta put one of these things here. Okay, let's. Okay. Before this happens, let's do this. Out of here. This game might never end. Let's see. We got 24 minutes on the clock. Villain has 24 minutes on the clock. All right. I don't want to keep all my guys. I mean, I think I gotta make this one go away, huh? Yeah. I don't need these creatures out, man. I don't need these creatures out. But yeah, dude, Lee, like, we did some of that, like, oh yeah, let's buy a bunch of stuff and get ready to cook, and then it's just like, life's just stressful and challenging, and there's a lot of shit going on, and then we ordered tacos. Show me what you got. Undo inversion. This is a deck for assholes right here. None of this stuff is like actually frightening for me. I guess the inversions. Let's get that one out. I'm doing it. Doing it, everybody. We are doing it. Fun with Lisa. It's hard to keep tagging you. But I'm wondering if you want potato. Watch this. Boom. Can't stop me now. I don't know if this game's ever gonna end. We're both running weird-ass decks, man, let me tell you. We both are. Oh yeah, Spider Metis has finally got to catch the master at work. Woo! Finally got a computer to handle the stream and subscribed immediately. Keep up the amazing work. You're very gifted analytically. You rock. Woo! Yeah, I'll just accept some damage. I want to get rid of this. Bang, 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 bang. Alright. I don't think that this game is ever going to end. That's my suspicion, because of Athreos. Once I get Pharika's Libation, I should take that puppy down. It's gonna be easy. Yeah, I don't think I need want or I'm interested in a potato. I think that's just the way that is. Whoa! Look at this guy. Look at this. I think I want to die. Very well. This is going to be how we do it. Alright, I literally do not want to play the rest of this game. So I'm going to get on out. Jettison my booty, my body. Alright, so we're up against a slow, control-y kind of deck. We want... Okay. Shadow's Verdict. How the hell? So I think I want these. I know I want these. I think I definitely want all these Covetous Urges. Do I want the Skyclave Shades? I think no. I don't think I want these or these. Maybe not like any of these. Does Elspeth's Nightmare do anything at all? Shades are bad for us, right? Maybe they're good for us. I am super duper unsure. What to do about the Skyclave Shade. Do I take out these guys? I think maybe I do. I'm gonna do like this or some bullshit. I don't know. Do I want to get installed with Athreos? I mean, kind of. Kind of. The thing about Athreos is that, like, I just make my opponent sack it. Yeah. Controlled, Mazemind Tome, so these don't matter. And also, if my opponent seizes it, then I just kill it, and then I can recast it from the graveyard. It's fine. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Necromentia all you want, man. Might even name Skyclave Shade. Whoa! Absolutely clonged. Alright. Actually, this is really good for us. Whalebait42 says, "Hey Sean, love be your Muppet-like dialogue commentary. It's like simultaneously watching Kermit and the Hecklers, a perfect symbiosis of salty sarcasm and caring carousel. Best use of my monthly Amazon Prime sub." What an absolutely thick, solid, and tight message. I've never got a message like that, Whalebait42. I've been called a Muppet before, but I've never been called Muppet-like dialogue / commentary that's like simultaneously watching Kermit and the Hecklers. Perfect symbiosis of salty sarcasm and caring carousel. I mean, this is incredible. And you were saying about not having an Ugin, my friend.
I have greater matters to attend to.
It's amazing. Doesn't do anything. It's just amazing. It's a terrific outcome for us. I suppose it could be the case that I get a Mazemind Tome and I'd want to cast it then. Probably should have waited. It's fine. Don't even want it. Fuck. Look at this. Very cool. Very, very cool. Skyclave Shade was great. Da, 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 da. Haha! No targets for this garbage. Covetous Urge is pretty tight. Go ahead. Now I'd be in the mood for casting this puppy, huh? Let me tell you. This Skyclave Shade is just great. Look at him go! Well, everything sucks ass. That's fine. What can you do? I think I maybe should just hard cast that, huh? And the Skyclave Shade is just beaten in, man. This is amazing. It's just beaten in. I have all my stuff discarded, but then I'm going to play Ugin the Spear Dragon. I'm going to shoot the face. Alright. It's Crawling Barrens. Is it Skyclave Shade? What do they name? I don't know. It's an interesting one. Alright, well they get two. That was a total waste of a turn. It's terrific. Happy to see it. Thrilled, over the moon to see it. Absolutely over the moon. They're gone. They're gone. Don't run Necromentia, by the way. Never do it. Oh!
Not ignore.
Well, we can't kill him this turn. We can't kill him this turn at all.
Then this is my fate.
Yeah, why not? Just Skyclave it. Oh yeah, I forgot about this shit. Yeah, you can kick this idiot. This is good news. This is good news. Wow. And what then? Ah, yes. How divine? It's a Mazemind. What do I do here? I think I actually play this, because then what happens is my opponent's under some serious pressure. So, I mean, you either sack this Mazemind or you sack that thing, but then I can just sack friggin' Elspeth, you know? I do not know what villain thinks that villain is doing. I don't know what villain thinks villain's doing. Alright, I mean, the two cards that villain should have named were Ugin, or excuse me, the three is Ugin, Crawling Barrens, and Skyclave Shade. Outside of that, we're grandy dandy. Alright, I like Skyclave Shade, it's a good card. This is terrible. I'm gonna do the card draw. Maybe they have Skyclave Shades, I don't know. But a thing that exiles all of our good cards is probably not the best thing to do. Okay, I'll keep it. Yeah, Necromensch is just, it's, I mean, it does stuff, but it doesn't do enough stuff, and it's terrible. To the grave with you. And I'm not looking to do any fast plays here. I'm looking for pure, good old-fashioned card value at this thing. Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum. That's right, they only have one in the party. Cool. No, don't do it. Ah. Get him. Oh, did Bethesda reveal something? Bethesda revealed the things? Oh my god! Reddit.com/r/games. Feed me with the content. Oh, the source code for Watchdog Legion has been leaked. Okay, well that sucks. Is there anything? I don't see it. Okay. Pure raw card avantage. So we've already killed a thing, so we will sacrifice this. And then we will play a very good card. We'll just have onto the battlefield against this persnickety little doom. Persnickety dooms. So So, question. Is, what's the deal? Oh, shit, well, this... What? Untap. Upkeep. Draw, huh? Okay, well, we really need that one. This is technically okay. So this will get sacrificed, which is fine. Okay. Yeah, I'll draw. Drawing is really good here. Alright, so we're gonna smash this down. Boom. Play this. Take this out on our turn. Bam. We're gonna get the 4/4. No, we're getting the 2/2 here, aren't we? Nice. And now, because of this little situation here, the Doom Foretold has to get sacrificed. Whoa. Blue says, don't get too shocked. Starfield's map will be Bethesda's biggest yet. That's actually cool. Can't tell a lie. That is tight. It's tight. I want you to sacrifice an enchantment. And then I want me to draw a card. My opponent was going to reveal it anyways. And I want him to exile my graveyard because I have this Cling to Dust here. You know, it's just so much obnoxiousness to consider. Skyclave Shade. Yeah, Ugin's fine. We don't care. I mean, again, it's really the Crawling Barrens that are the ones that really help us in life. Hey, look at this. Look at this. My opponent can't do anything on this turn. Absolutely nothing. Oh, that is just so tight, man. That is just the tightest ever. Oh my god, an Athreos. See, oh, my goodness. I have an Athreos. Look at this. Look at me. I have Athreos. Yes. Yes, that's why you don't run Necromentia. Our opponent could have played Athreos, but instead our opponent decided to remove a card I didn't even have access to that I don't need to win the game. Ugh. Big, powerful Day 9 needs to feel big and powerful on a day where he's filled with insecurity. That's where shit-talking comes from. Hey, it's Athreos, it's a Murderous Rider. Ba, ba, ba. No! Ah! Get on there. It's a good card. It's a very good card. You won't see me deny it. Show me what you got. Get rid of that one. Let's get some more coin counters on this guy. If you want to draw, you must kick it. I have Cling to Dust, friendo. That is sorcery speed. Oh, I didn't even realize I got this. Don't want to do it. Absolutely Wreck-A-Roni mode. This is great. And I can start drawing. It's terrific. You're allowed to do it. It can happen. I'm waiting for this Inscription of Ruin to try to destroy this. Bring back something from the grave. Anything to allow me to get back in the game. My goodness. Hope you're enjoying our games that take forever here at Day 9 TV. I had something that was emotionally savaging for me the other day. I was putting away cat food. As I put the cat food away, I bent down. I used proper form. Did a nice squat, big, deep squat to put the pallets of the cat food away. My green shorts tore right up the ass crack. It's a good thing I have like several pairs of these, but still. It's one of those things where I went, I know I need to work on my diet in quarantine. I know. The chair stream has a much different flavor to it now, does it not? Oof. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see what Dillas does. What Dillas does. Yeah, I mean, Standard is actually feeling really great, really deep, really rich, really sweet. Hey, question. Has anyone played Artifact 2.0? Is it the real deal? Is it the business? Is it the business? I take it by the fact that nobody has responded about that question at all to mean no. Or maybe you're like me. Maybe you're someone who's just like, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to wait a little bit and see what happens with Artifact 2.0. I'm going to let someone else try it out because I tried out Artifact 1.0. I put like $100 in Artifact 1.0. Absolute poo fest. Okay, so, given what we're seeing, it appears that Villain is running something like a, Genesis Ultimatum deck. These are the teamwork colors. I expect to be bonked by a Bone Crusher. Oh! Polybidolphin. Or should I say Polybidolphin? Good old Polybidolphin. It says, it's alright, better than 1, but it's still very similar. Damn. Everything will be okay, says Eternal deserves way more recognition. It should have gotten all the marketing that Artifact got. It actually deserves it. Yeah, dude, my, the legend. Eric, he, what? Eric got to top 100 in Eternal. Top 100. Top hundo. It's pretty incredible. Alright, no, just get the red man out. We need a nickname for Eric. What's a good nickname for Eric? No, but Eric's top 100 player in Eternal. Really likes Eternal. He's really great. We need better nicknames. A nickname like Frank or Rick simply won't do. Simply won't. What's the deal is with our opponent? Yeah. Do you want to take the action? Of course I do. So again, this is the Teamer Reclamation list. Not Reclamation, the Genesis Ultimatum list. It tries to use the cheap and efficient creatures at the base of Temur, such as Bone Crushers, such as Beanstalk Giants. Basically everything except the Brazen Borrowers. Tries to get up to 7 mana, which is triple blue, double red, double green. And then, you know, and it should shoot her. Don't do it. Don't. No, come on. Ah. This does look a little bit Genesis Ultimatum-y to me. Well, these are all odd, but, you know, you gotta start taking action. Shoot this guy. Bang. Just in case, let me do this. Bang. Well, yeah, I mean, the idea is that it's trying to get out a big Genesis Ultimatum, and it runs several Terror of the Peaks, so if you cast it and you get a Terror of the Peaks and, say, a Lovestruck Beast or a Beanstalk Giant, you can Gatling gun me down. It's fine. It's fine. Swoosh. Now, the good news is that we're going to be able to Elspeth's Nightmare and take a peek at what's in here. Alright. I feel an even life coming up. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, the edge wall actually just totally gooses us. Alright, so we're going to do this. I think I just kind of permit this to happen, huh? I think I need the Bloodchief's Thirst to be able to pick off the thickest Stocky Pal. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, it's more than enough. One top, nothing bottom. Really? Lovestruck Beast first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I mean, that kind of helps. Kind of does. Okay, Beanstalk and a Beanstalk. Alright, well, you know. It helps a little bit. Helps a little bit. So, we're gonna have some options. We're gonna have some options. This is good. That is worthless. Okay. This is an X equals 7, so I mean, there's some pickly things going on here. So I think I need to take the risk and Bloodchief's just this. Who could possibly be calling me from an 818 number? You know, can I just say the best phone policy is if the number's not on your phone, never answer it? Oh shit, that sucks. Alright, well. Well, as long as that's not a one-mana thing. Oh. Alright. Now, if I do this, I'll take 4 damage. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Make this big. Okay. Okay. Randy Potato Feet, have I told you that you look fucking beautiful today? Yeah. This is fine. We're just getting more duress value. Delicious. Great Henge is such a good card. Great Henge is such a fair card. Can we all agree? Okay. Alright, as long as no 1/1s come tumbling down. Alright, go to 6. Ah. Drawing time. Oh, shit. Okay. If I clang to dust my own stuff, what do I think about that, huh? Cycle away. Okay. One land, one time. This gives us the ability to just hopefully stop villain in villain's tracks. Show me what you got. Yellowhat the Lotus Cobra doesn't really do anything for us right now. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. So now we lose next turn no matter what. Let's just hope that something goes wrong. Let's just hope it. Let's just hope villain messes something up. Who wants to get shot for a lot? 1, 4, 5. Yeah, our opponent has a good mana. I'm a Bone Crusher. Okay. Duress, get out of here. Cling to dust. Terrible. Shadow's Verdict. Probably bad. Agonizing Remorse and Covetous Urge, on the other hand, got some real merit. Ah, man. Alright. What do we do here? What do we do? I don't think Cling to Dust, Duress, Skyclave Shade, and Shadow's Verdict seem not the most useful to us. But I'm curious about Pharika's Libation. What do we think about Pharika's Libation, huh? I'm thinking Pharika's. Over Elspeth's Nightmare. Seems like a reasonable play. Yeah. We need artifact removal. We do not need the artifact removal. We do not. Because our strategy is the following. My phone is exploding. Stop telling me to... I voted! Scream more of my personal data and discover that. I don't think this is it. Alright. Here is our strategy. Here is our strategy. Our strategy is to disrupt. We want to cut off our opponent at the knees, as it were. We want to slow him down, then we want to snag. What do we even get here? I think we just get this guy out of here. Be gone. Get thee. It's arguable that it should have been get rid of this one and then go Mazemind Bloodchief's Thirst on the dude the next turn. Lagged out. 1, 2, 3 says, woo! A year. Hell yes. Full year? Here, here. Alright. No! Oh, you love to see it. Alright. Let's take a peek. Probably this. Probably this. Probably this. Probably this. Probably this. All right. Oh, hey, what's the name of that game that's the Battle Royale where you're a wizard and you cast all sorts of spells and shit? What's the name of that one? What is that one? What is that one game? That whatchamacallit game. Spellbreak? Is that what it is? I think I just let this one happen, yeah. Maybe I actually didn't want this and I did want the other one. Maybe. That sucks. Okay, I think I just made a mistake there. I think that was just incorrect for me to have done that. What do we want to do here? I think we definitely want to draw. Let's do this. Alright, seems good. One of these days. Yeah, I really think I should have not put in Pharika's Libation. Because I think that there's just enough of these obnoxious little tiny things that makes it just super low value. And this is an enchantment, so we can't get that. Yeah, I think that's the mistake. You know, it's kind of funny, because rarely do you wind up in a situation where you're debating between a card choice, and you're like, ah, man, should I get Pharika's Libation? Should I get the Elspeth? I don't know. You know, you do this evaluation, and then you come to the conclusion, and you're like, ah, fuck. Yeah, and I also think not getting the Beanstalk Giant early on with our Covetous Urge was... I think we've been happy otherwise. I'm actually going to do this. Oh, shit. Oh, I needed to play this as a land. Oh, man, I'm making mistakes. This now. Oh my god, Lucas Moratori says, with the holidays coming up, we're chat's favorite holiday memories. For me, straight up, 100,000 million%. It was staying up all night playing games at LAN parties and winter break. That's the only time in my life that was allowed, man. That's it. It's like the only time. The one time. Which mom was cool with, like, me and Nick just, like, staying up all night playing video games, man. I do want to do this. I do need to shoot this. This is so hard. I think I do have to shoot this for, like, right now. Yeah, I think that if my opponent had a Genesis Ultimatum, my opponent would have played that the previous turn, so I think that I can get away doing something like Murderous Ridering now. Dude, if this was just not a Pharika's Libation, that would have just helped so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because, like, over... in the school year, I obviously had to do school year shit. I was do my homework and go to bed. Kids! Kids! Go to bed. Then, over the summer, yeah, I know that you're done going to school, but you gotta stay on a regular schedule over the summer. You gotta get up early. You gotta get a job. You need your own income, kiddo. Why is this not played? Show me what you got. So anyways, yeah, so, like, you know, over summer we had to be on a regular schedule. We had to, like, go to various jobs and get up early. My mom wanted me to, like, you know, I don't know if any of you grew up in the Midwest and had a yard, but we, you know, we had to, like, mow the yard and stuff and do all that fucking bullshit, man. I hated mowing the lawn. I hated mowing the lawn. We had to do that, but it was only over Christmas break. Over Christmas break, anything you wanted to do was fine, because it was just 2 weeks off. 2 weeks off of school. It's gonna be tough to deal with Double Bone Crusher. Maybe. If this is it, c'est parfait. Crap. It's time to play the big boy. Nothing! Nothing gets played? Excellent. Oh wait, I actually don't have enough mana for what I want to do because I didn't play the Hagra Mauling on that one turn, which I should have played a Hagra Mauling. Ugh. So I think this is it. I think this is the play. I think I figured it out. Alright, it's very big. It's a very substantial beanstalk giant. Alright, so now I gotta fucking do this shit. Sacrifice creature, man. Again, if this was not a Pharika's Libation, if this was actually the Elspeth's Nightmare, it would have been in much better shape. Rarely does this get to happen. Terrific. I'm the best, man. Figuring out all the lines. Yeah, Canuck, you see the line. You see the line. If we do that line, we just literally instantly die. Love struck beats. Go. Boo hoo 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 hoo. How much mana is this? It's just not. We just can't do it, right? I missed 2 land drops 2 times that I needed to not miss. You didn't air taste this. Can you explain why I had to sacrifice the 12-12? Totally didn't. Totally didn't. I'm just like powerful, man. Why this would happen, I don't know. What is it, sweetie pie? What is it? Is it time? Is it snuggle time? What do you think? What do we think? Here, look at this. You can now... Oh, yeah, you can see right over the shoulder. Isn't that just wonderful? Isn't it wonderful up there? Oh, shit. Yeah, oh. Okay. I know you liked that old chair, but it was just unbelievably gross and smelly. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Yep, I see where you're going with this, Sheriff. You are a good baby cat. Oh. So I think that was a sideboarding issue more than anything, and maybe we also should have left in the Duress. Maybe that's the assertion. We leave in the Duress. Yeah. I think maybe the Covetous was an incorrect play. I think we need to be more disruptive. Okay. Alright, sweetheart. Alright, you're right. You're right. We should never, ever, ever have earphones in. That is just, it's too annoying. It's too annoying. I know you have to put up with a lot of bullshit being a cat that gets taken care of and just snuggled and loved every day. That's a lot. It's hard. I know it's hard being you, the cat. Need Duress for Henge. I mean, Woodsmith here, you gotta focus on the Henge. And it's okay. It's like alright of a card. It's not like the big danger, like holy shit, if we don't get rid of his Henge, we are completely doomed. The problem that we have is that the deck has multiple threats. Multiple threats in the form of Genesis Ultimatum, in the form of just regular creatures like Beanstalk Giants, Card Draw Engine from the Edgewall Innkeeper, So it's about trying to balance against this sort of set of threats. This is... that's odd. Okay. Okay. So if I, like, do this, and then I, like... That's indestructible, huh? So I, like... So that's... I do this. Figured it out. We move all these things there. Genesis Ultimatum is not. It's not a creature. So again, it's the balance between like the artifact and the Genesis Ultimatum and all the adventure creatures and the engine between them. That's what makes it a little bit tricky in the sideboarding. And why we've been talking about the sideboarding is the sort of significant consideration and all this. I think we're actually in pretty good shape. I don't mind having nothing on the board at all. An Edgewall Innkeeper and Friends. Yeah, Edgewall Innkeeper and Friends. If we were to just delete the Edgewall Innkeepers, we still have this real problem of all the creatures that are there. So again, it's the problem is it's important not to look necessarily at the last problem we're facing. This is so funny. It's important not to look at just the last problem we're facing and to say something like, well, man, in that first game, after we got rid of everything, then the henge came out. So how do I stop that henge? If we just did everything we did and then had an answer for the henge, we'd be in good shape. Oh, fuck. No. Well, this is a perfectly acceptable Ugin matchup. What I'm not trying to say is that the engine was irrelevant. It was a complete nothing card. What I'm just trying to stress is that it's not the thing that I'm most worried about. The thing that I'm, like, quite concerned about... Do I keep going into the face? You bet both you're right. The thing I'm worried about is that if the henge didn't exist in Game 2, I was also kind of screwed. And so, I mean, if I'm like dead as shit in some of these games, all right, well, this is reasonable. This is acceptable. Yeah, if I'm super duper duper dead as shit in some of these games, it's important to like consider the balance of all the various factors that are there. So. So this is a Mardu deck. I mean, I don't really see... I don't really see there being that much threat coming down. Because they're like humans and cats, and they have like good old General Kudrow. Alright. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, and I need 4 and 5. Okay, nice. Oh. It's pretty clear what I'm doing. Alright, let's get some of this shit going. Alright. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's do this. Okay, and play this guy out. Very nice. Bang. I think I do want to start scrying right away. Nope. Alright, this is getting a little agonizing. Let's do this now. I don't think they have another way to just punch through for damage. Alright, Clean to Dust is terrific. That is just a good ass card. Let's... Yes, yeah. Bam! Alright. Got to be quite careful now that this is turned off. Whoa! We didn't do it! What? Are we fucking kidding me? Maul of the Skyclaves? Really? What is this doing here? Oh shit, yeah, we just die then. What? I mean, I guess we could have kept this one back. Well, let's draw and hope that we get there, huh? Nope. Fuck. That is annoying. Alright. Pharika's Libation is going to be excellent here. Duress, no. Clean to Dust, no. Libation, yeah. And probably one of these puppies. Go ahead and keep drinking some of my electrolyte givers, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been doing some 30-day project walking. Woo! Also, Enforcer needs to exile a creature to make a token. Yeah, but, I mean, if he can exile something, he should exile something, you know what I mean? You just exile my deck. You just nuke my graveyard. I got all sorts of Clang to Dusts. Play. Fight. I actually think that having Extinction Event and this other one is sufficiently good. I think it's sufficiently good. You know, I just didn't need to play that last Mazemind. I just thought, you know, I have power on the ground. Nothing can harm me. And that was wrong. Hi, Sheriff. What do we think? Yeah, you are locked back here. That is something you're going to have to deal with. Something we're all going to have to deal with, huh? Sure, kill anything you want. Do not mind. This is super duper fine for me, because I feel like the longer the game goes on, the better the shit we're in. Is all this garbage clear? I wonder if Villain runs Ruinous Ultimatum. That would be super sweet. Ruinous Ultimatum. This fucking bastard. I mean, we do have Ugin, though. We've got a pair down there like you just don't care. Ah, we totally could have won last game. We just needed to leave back the Skophos. Ah. My opponent rules. This is awesome. Oh, fuck yeah, man. I have the coolest opponent around. Coolest opponent in town. Take it. Oh, yeah, look at this. This is awesome. Talk about sweet. Come on, there it is. Deal some damage. Ow. Woo, feeling the pain. I have no idea what my opponent would possibly name. Crawling Barrens. Alright. Perfect. Discard value out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, mana's good here. Mana's good. What can you do? Oops. I actually just assumed he was going to do that. Whoops. Well, you know, whatever. I should have literally not done this at all, but, you know. Brain's a little distracting. Brain's a little distracting. Sucks. Damn it. Elspeth conquers death. Damn. Alright. Do you want to draw some Ugin? Let's go for the end of the turn again. Okay, so this is a thing of beauty we're seeing out of Bright. Thing of beauty. Thing of mom. Okay, so use Crawling Barren as blockers. I can't use Crawling Barrens at all, as a matter of fact. Are these humans? What deck is a day 9 use? This is a Mardu party. This is just like Mardu fun cards. You need to calm down, sir. Something more like an Ugin away from immediate victory, which would be terrific. I'd love to get that. I'd love to have that happen. Okay, so now I gotta do this. Now I gotta, like, cast this shit. Oh, but I don't actually have enough. So if I do... So this is even. Even. So there's that turn a few turns ago where I just, like, threw this out and killed a single 1-2. Which was terriblement. So that's gonna be death. That's okay. We'll get that and just die immediately.